Awesome, Bo. I appreciate you doing this for us and getting on a call to describe your experience with Vivant. Before we start, tell me who you are. You're a restaurateur, obviously, but give a context of where did you come from, restaurant business, how long you've been doing this, etc.
So I opened my first Jimmy John's in 2010. So that puts me at 16 years. I am business partners with my brother. We both came from the banking industry. I worked at Wells Fargo, American Express. He's been at Chase and Bank of America. So we both come from banking backgrounds. So yeah, we have 6 stores now. We've kind of done one at a time, and we are we weren't a real heavily financed operation. So we now have 6, and I run all of those. I'm the front end, and my brother does the back end. So yeah, that's kind of how we're set up right now.
Amazing. Yeah, that's a good separation. One does this, one does the other.
Yes.
Let's talk a little bit about the Vivant services. Before you switched, I want to go back a little bit to that time. What was the impact that these outages, problems were having on your business? What did that look like?
So we had a lot. So you guys were a savior. So I would get calls literally weekly that my internet's out. So I would have to, and my stores are spread out to it. I'm an hour travel between my stores. So if I have a store that was out in one city, I would try to walk my managers to reset several pieces of equipment because we're out and we're always out right in the middle of lunch, which is seemed to happen all the time. So if my managers couldn't figure out how to reset the equipment, which was almost every time, I have to drive out there. So drop whatever I'm doing, wherever I'm at, drive all the way to a store and reset the equipment and hope that it would come back to life. So
Interesting.
it
A-
happened all the time.
And if it didn't come back online and the outage was ongoing, what were you guys doing?
Well, eventually we'd have to get somebody from our internet service provider to come out. And it might be that day, it might be tomorrow. So we are down. We have no sales. You can't run your POS. You can't do anything. So you're basically out of business until someone gets that fixed. No internet, no online orders. Yeah, we were, and I dealt with that. Like I said, it was weekly.
Yeah, and obviously staff standing around, they're getting paid, you're
Yes.
not making money. Like you
No.
said, we were at the Jimmy John's convention and they said that 60% of orders are now online. So
Yes.
that wiped out 60% of revenues at that location.
Yes. No, we would lose thousands of dollars per outage. And like you said, then not only that, your labor's standing there, all your labor's there, the store's not operating, and I have to come from, an hour away to try to get this up and going. And then if it didn't work, you had to wait for them to send somebody out and set the equipment back up. So it was an ongoing headache for us.
Got you. So that gives us a good understanding of what life was before. Let's talk about the
Yes.
transition. Why did you decide to come to Vivant anyway?
So, and I run the front end. My brother's a little bit better on how this back end works, but I was involved in all the headaches for the internet outage. I mean, I had to deal with that every day. So, I met John. I had actually met John, and he spoke to me and kind of explained what the services you guys provided. Key being the always up, the backup phone service, which was really the huge point for us. The PCI compliance was another big piece as well, but the just having the backup was almost a no brainer just from that standpoint, from the headache, from the loss of sales. I mean, it was a no brainer pretty much right from the beginning.
And some people that I'm talking to, other franchisees, other restaurant owners, they keep saying that this was too good to be true. Like you can't go 6 years without any outages. Tell me a little bit more about that, because have you had
So
any outages since you switched over to Vivant?
no, and we have areas that are very difficult. We are far away. We're in rural areas, so the service providers is not great. So having the backup is so essential, and we're not out of business, or not. We don't shut down anymore. You guys are on top of it. If we do have an outage, you guys kind of handle it with the internet service provider, and it's seamless for us. I don't even know that we're out until it goes a few days, and you're like, "Hey, we need to something else is going on. We need to figure something out." But you guys handle everything. Your customer service is quick. You're always available, weekends, nights, anytime. So we don't have any outages anymore. It is too good to be true. I mean, and my headache and suffering is over. I mean, you guys handle all of it, so it's just been fantastic.
That's amazing to hear. So,
Yeah.
walk me through life in a day of Bo now after you switched to Vivant.
It's now it's I've forgotten because now I get my job done instead of chasing out internet outages every day and running around and losing money and being stressed out. I can actually do stuff that matters and stuff that I need to get done because I'm not chasing this around. And it literally was it was a weekly thing, sometimes several times a week. And we have we're in areas that are just not great for the the internet service. So it's just been huge for us. And
Absolutely.
yeah, I can actually get stuff done because I'm not chasing that around any longer.
Let me talk. So you've brought in the PCI compliance thing, but let's talk a little bit about like consolidation of services because you have your internet, your firewall, your PCI compliance phones. All of
Yes.
that is now going through Vivant. There
Yes.
is no more finger pointing. Like things just get done, etc.
Yes.
How has that impacted your operation?
Once again, I can do my job because you guys are handling all the it was literally a nightmare. So I won't even know if there's an issue to store. You'll call the store. You guys will work with my GM. Next thing you know, a piece of equipment is showing up. If there was an issue, it shows up the next day. I don't even hardly know that we have issues. So you guys will work with our store, their GMs. You can help them if I need to be there. I can, but it just doesn't happen very often. All the issues are out of my purview. You guys handle everything. So I mean, I probably don't even know half the time we have an issue, to be honest.
Yeah, they said the best
Which is
vendors are the ones that you don't hear from and you don't talk
yes,
to because they're
it,
doing their job.
exactly. And I know we've had more problems, but I'm just you guys handle everything. So yeah, I mean, I'm probably unaware of a lot of the issues that we do have.
Absolutely. And that's intentional. We want you to focus on growing your restaurant brand. We want you to sell more, focus on running the operation, etc., not deal with internet. I always use this thing that I'm like, Bo didn't start a restaurant business to say I'm going to be the best IT company out
Yes,
there. you
exactly.
know, you didn't do that, I'm sure.
No, and I'm not very IT oriented. I'm kind of the people person, and then I have to deal with this stuff, and I'm not very good at it either. So I'm always just grasping at straws to get it fixed myself. So I wasn't qualified to fix it, and now I just don't have to. So it's been great.
Absolutely. And yeah, these outages happen very frequently. And that's the beauty of the system that it
Yeah.
just kicks in automatically. It monitors the outages, switches to the backup. Your internet keeps working. Your online orders go through. Your phone orders go through. Third
Exactly.
party orders, loyalty. People can clock in, clock out. You don't have to use
Yes.
that crash kit to like
Yes.
imprint the
No.
cards. Like all of that is just a thing of a past.
Yes, and we would be cash only, and that just in today's age that doesn't work. I mean, everyone's upset. Customers come in, they're mad. We're down. Cash only. You know, most people don't carry cash anymore. So the crash kits and the cash only doesn't work. I mean, that's just a you might as well just lock your door and wait till the internet come back up. So
Absolutely.
yeah,
Let's talk about obviously restaurant businesses are very tough. Margins are always under pressure. Labor costs is just going up. Food costs is just inflation and all that that adds up to it. It makes it a very difficult business to operate. With that said, any revenue that is lost, it's unrecoverable. If I want to order a sub and you're down, I walk out, go next door, get somewhere else, and then move on. And you never get that money back again. So you're totally down. So for a fellow restaurateur who's in that same situation you were 3 4 years ago where you were dealing with all those pain points and headaches and problems
yeah.
in general, what's your recommendation to those guys?
Well, like you said, you can never recover that money, and I'll have a full staff. I'll have 5 or 6 guys in there, and once my business turns off because I have no internet, I'm burning money for labor, and then I have no sales coming in, and at the end of the week or at the end of the month, those losses add up very quickly, and it always seemed to happen in the middle of lunch on a Friday when you're going to have your best, that's where you make all your money. So I would be down in the most critical times of the day often, and like you said, it's unrecoverable, and you just have to live with the losses, and that gets old, and it just after a while it just wears you down, and it's like I said, that's has all vanished. It's really been a non-issue since we signed up with you guys.
Absolutely. So, like, get some sort of a backup in place, put some redundancy in place so you don't have to do. There are solutions. Do your homework, find a solution that works for you, and put that in
Yes.
because you don't have to deal with those problems, and you don't have to funnel your business to the competitor because
No.
you're cash only.
Exactly. So yeah, it's just been like I said. We haven't been cash only for. I can't remember. I can't remember the last time we were cash only. We're up and rolling, and it's just seamless. And like I said, it's you guys are silent because I don't even know half the time we probably have an issue.
So let's talk about customer service. You touched base on that a little bit. That's an area that we pride ourselves. In fact, I tell my employees that these are not your restaurants; they're my restaurants, and you work for me, and you're running my own restaurants. You're helping us maintain our own business online. I'm a business owner like you, and I tend to think along the same lines. It's like I just want the outcome. I just don't want to deal with the problem. So deliver the outcome, and I'm happy to pay, but deliver the outcome. Most people promise, they fail to deliver. It sounds like we haven't done that for you.
No, and yeah, I mean I've called. I haven't had very many issues to be honest, but I feel like I've called you on a Saturday night and you answered, but I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it was you. Um,
Sure,
but
yeah.
it's you guys are available 24/7, 365. If my managers have called you guys or you call the store, if we have an outage, you guys are calling right away. Hey, you're offline. If I'm not at the store, I'll get a message. Hey, you're offline, or there's something going on, and I'm like, yeah, hey, we got a power outage or whatever's going on, something that's out of your control. But you guys let me know, and I sometimes I don't even I find out through you guys that my store's offline and it's a power outage. But you guys are super responsive and quick, and it's been great.
Amazing. So that helps a lot. Lastly, if somebody is considering choosing Vivant, what would you recommend to them? Why us? What's the differentiator? What experiences has set us apart? Like maybe the two, three, four things that we outshined or exceeded your expectations that may not show up in the pricing that they should consider.
Just the quality of life, first of all. The pricing isn't even that important. I'm not running around chasing around these problems that were every day. I mean, it was constant. So the quality of life that you guys have provided is worth all of it. And then add on the loss of business that we don't have any longer, which is could be a couple $1,000s in any given day, and then they're burning all the labor. So but I think the most important thing for us is just the quality of life. And I'm not fixing these issues any longer. And it really, if you've been through that, if you've been through the internet outages all the time, and you're resetting routers and you're always there trying to restart a modem and calling the provider, it just and that it's almost like that. That's all I was doing. So the quality of life is for me is the best part. Not to mention all the savings and the compliance. I don't have to worry about the compliance anymore. It's all taken care of. So it's just I can run a business instead of chasing this around. And we did a whole lot of that.
Absolutely. So you could stop
Yeah.
being an IT guy and actually run the
Yes.
restaurant, grow, open a few
Ex-
more locations.
exactly.
Yeah, and we
Yep.
love that because you make more money when you open new locations. We get a new location, we make
Yep.
more money. You're happy, we're happy. Everybody wins.
Yep. So yeah, it's been great. Like I said, I can't say enough, and that's why I'm here talking on your behalf, just because it's been that good for us.
And we truly appreciate that. This has been incredible. A lot of useful insight. Hopefully, it'll help another restaurateur make a decision on whether to choose us or somebody else. And hopefully, there's a lot of things that are unseen, like the proactive stuff behind the scene, the customer support side, not having to wait an hour online or being down for an hour in the middle of lunch or on a weekend where you do make most of your profits. those things add up, and those don't really show up when you're talking to somebody. It's like, hey, this is 200, this is $215. Yes, it may be $15 more, but
Right.
etc.
If anyone's been through, I have 6 stores. If anyone's been through the internet outage game, and you don't have to deal with that anymore, it's just unreal. It's just it really is too good to be true. I have to agree with the other guy that said that. But yeah, it's been really good.
Absolutely. And the more you scale, the more problems. It's like scaling
Yes,
problems, you know? Now you have
exactly.
one location you have to deal with. Now you got 6 locations. And back to your point, I can see where that quality of life and just the frustration of constantly losing money, resources, putting all that time in, just because you multiply that as you open more locations. But hopefully this will empower you to make more money, to grow the business, increase sales, open more locations, and we're thrilled to be a part of that journey with you guys. And again, I'm a business owner, so for me, like seeing other people succeed, it's just a thrill that I'm not sitting and not sitting on the sideline, but having a seat at that table alongside you guys is just incredible.
Yeah, no, and we appreciate it just the same, and it's been great. And your customer service is outstanding, and like I said, it's just been, when you really think about it, how much less hassle I've had to deal with is, you kind of have to remember it because it's been a while since I've been chasing that stuff around. But
One last question is, what did you wish you knew about Vivant earlier?
what did I? I'm sorry. What was that?
So actually, what's the one thing that you wish you knew? So actually, let me rephrase it. What's the one thing that you wish you knew sooner about Vivant?
If had I known, like when I first heard of, had I known how much that you would save me from running around and wasting my time trying to fix internet issues, if I would have known that right away, I would sign up immediately. Just for that alone, just for that one piece. That is such a that phone call on the regular basis is it wears on. It really wears you out. And if had I known that that would disappear instantly, I would have signed up right away. And I don't know if we had any delay or not, but that alone is worth the price of admission for sure.
Curious which message resonates better: no internet phone outages or protecting revenue because of internet phone outages?
The revenue, to me, the revenue saving is just the benefit. The thing that the issue that helped me the most is not having to chase this down every week. Calling me, I'd be at a store in the middle of something in the middle of lunch, and then another store that's an hour away calls me with no internet. Well, I have to abandon wherever I'm at and go save this store, and it just happened all the time. And like you said, as you get bigger, my stores are more spread out. It becomes more and more of an issue, and it was just it. Like I said, I would sign up just for that fact, even if it didn't save me the revenue loss. I would save up just to not have to run around and try to get these stores online every week.
So that peace of mind, quality of life is
Yes,
more critical than the revenue or the money that.
for me, yeah, that
Yeah,
the
I can.
revenue saving is just a huge bonus, huge
Yeah,
bonus. Yeah.
absolutely.